Why is this?
You got me singing la-di-da-da-da. Love it when you get it going, don't stop. You put it down.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl. Let me move that. It's your girl, Candy Kaylin. Picture her career, real piece of gang. Let me move this down. Okay. So y'all, oh, what's up? Y'all, we back with another Vlogmas video, period. This Vlogmas, I said just Vlogmas. This video is going to be a mukbang story time. Now I got my Auntie Anne's cinnamon sugar nuggets. If you don't know what it is, you're missing out. And, you know, this story time, y'all, is going to be delicious. This story time is going to be about the time I was my ex-friend, wing woman, third wheel, whatever. If you don't know who my ex-friend is, it is the girl that told the boy that I was mad because she got him first, da da da. The girl who got into it with my boyfriend, stuff like that, you know. But this story is not really pertaining to her. It's more so pertaining to the events that was going on. And stuff like that. So we're just gonna start. If you don't know who the boy is, you're never gonna know. Basically, how I'm gonna start this off is she's stupid, she dumb, she nasty, and weird. And yeah, we just love that. So basically, if like I said, the boy she told, we're just gonna call him like, we're gonna call him Pretty Boy. So her and Pretty Boy, like I told y'all in recent videos if you haven't seen, they was talking for like a few months, so really not a song will come out. They was talking for a few months or whatever, or a few weeks or whatever. And he kept asking her to come to his house. Now, bro, like with a boy with his reputation, he had a reputation of being a hoe. With a boy with his reputation, if he keeps asking you to come to his house and blah blah blah, keep asking you and asking you, you should know what he wants. She knew what he wanted. She just kept saying, "I'm not gonna give it to him because da 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 da," and she just kept giving bullshit excuses for girl. I knew you was gonna give it to him. Okay? So, you know, she decided to go over there, but she didn't want to go by herself. So I'm like, being a good friend, okay. And this was after she had told him what she told him. So I was being a good friend, loyal friend. I was like, okay, fine, I'll go over there with you. Feel me? But if y'all decide to do something, Maya walking that. That's what I was saying in my head. And so, y'all, he sent her the address. We Ubered over there. And y'all, tell me why. It's good. Tell me why the address he sent her wasn't even where he lived. It was the neighborhood he lived in, but it was nowhere near the damn building he lived in. This is us, right? This building over here. So we had to literally walk from where the Uber had dropped us off at to his building. It was about to start raining. I was getting mad. I was getting pissed because it's like, why did you send us this address if this is not where you live? Like, it was really irritating. So I'm like, okay, whatever. We get there. I walk in the door. I see this boy, which is his friend. We just gonna call him Rottweiler, because that's what he looked like. No shade to him. He just wasn't my cup of tea. And I walked in and I'm looking like, what is this? What's this? Why is this? Like, in my head, I'm just like, because I told her to tell him, because I didn't want to third wheel. So I told him to tell him to bring a friend for me so I wouldn't be by myself alone with y'all two. I feel like he was trying to be funny, but that wasn't funny because now if he was my type, then I would have probably, you know, been flirting with. I wouldn't have flirted with him like that, no. But I would have been flirting with him and I would have been talking to him, and y'all could have did whatever y'all would have did. But God brought me that. So I'm just like, I don't want it. I don't care. Next. So we get in there. We all sit down. It's like an awkward silence for like damn near 20 minutes. We just sitting there. And so we got the introduction. They introduced, Kayla, this is da 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 da. Like, I already knew that girl. Like, you ain't had to. This goddamn son. Now it wants to come out when I'm starting this video, and now it's gonna look raggedy. But it's like, now you introducing us. We already know who each other is, girl. Why you introducing us? But then, you know, he introduced me to his friend, and I was just like, I thought it was a joke. Like, I wasn't trying to be funny. Like, I don't know, I'm ugly to some people and cute to some people. He was ugly to me, and I know he probably cute to some people, but he was ugly to me. So we just chilling. They wanted to put on a movie. Like, girl, I know that game. I do that to my boyfriend. Do that to me, and I do this sometimes to my boyfriend. Like, you put on a movie, try to set the mood, and stuff get popping. But it wasn't gonna get popping today because he was not my taste. So let's just say they put on a movie. It was some weak ass scary movie. I don't know what the freak that was. It took him 5 years and a day to get the movie to work. So we all just sitting there in silence while he's trying to get the movie. And let me tell y'all what happened. His little sister came downstairs. Little sister came downstairs. And I'm just like, his little sister? In my head, because I didn't want to say nothing, but in my head, I'm like, bro, like, if y'all was to do something, his little sister in the house, that's nasty and that's weird. Weird. I don't even think his mom knew we was there. Because we had to come when she got off. And, you know, so I was just like, whatever. Still ain't nothing gonna happen, but with me and the boy, but whatever y'all do, that's on y'all. But his little sister in the house. So we watched the movie, whatever. And it just is weird because I'm like, I'm not feeling the homie. And it's weird because, you know, I know what she told him. And like, it's just awkward. I've been up in an awkward situation. So tell me why. You know, me being nosy. You know, I get on my phone, pretend like this is me on my phone. This is literally me. Oh yeah, and I got a new case. Don't worry. I know, I'm terrible. I'm a spender. No more. This is literally me. Let me why I look at my peripheral. I'm pretending like I'm typing so they won't notice that I'm looking. And so I look at my peripheral and tell me why I see them touching on each other. Like, I'm like, excuse me? What are y'all doing? I didn't say nothing, but in my head, I'm like, yo. Like, I know where this night is gonna go. I know what he planned to do with her. You feel me? But it's just, I just didn't want it to happen. Cause I'm like, yo, like, y'all gonna leave me down here with Rottweiler, and I don't want that. Cause if he try to touch me, he might get maced. So, girl, I say girl like I'm talking to somebody. Well, I am talking to y'all. Hey, my candy babes. But yeah, so I see them touching on each other, and I'm just like, okay. Okay. So, girl, go to sleep. But anyway, so, you know, I don't know how long they were touching on each other for, because they was under the covers. They had this cover put under them, over them, so I already knew kind of what that was. But, you know. So, the horrible movie ends. And so they decided, I think they was about to put on another one, or whatever. but they both decided to go upstairs. And in my head, I'm like, please, 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 please don't. Please don't. Because if he tried to touch me, he gonna get death to the face. So they go upstairs, and as soon as they get up, we can hear the moving, and I'm guessing because they sat on the bed or whatever. And then you can just hear it squeaking and squeaking. So I'm thinking downstairs like, oh my God, they is doing it. They is doing it. They is doing it. They is doing it. So I'm like, okay, this is awkward. So me and the boy kind of sit in silence because I'm not finna talk to him. I'm not finna talk to him because I don't want to talk to you. I'm just on my phone, literally just scrolling through Instagram, and he decided to say something to me. I was like, okay, so I guess we gonna start a conversation. So we start a conversation. So we just talking downstairs, right? And they come back downstairs like in like 20 minutes at most. And I'm like, damn, that was kind of quick. That was kind of quick. Okay. She looking all types of embarrassed. And it was funny to me because I'm like, you're dumb. Because while you go up there and knowing his reputation, literally everybody that they went to school with was telling this girl about his reputation. He a hoe, he this, that, da 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 da. So you went upstairs with him and did what? I don't get it. So they come upstairs. She asked me to go in the bathroom with her, right? So I'm like, okay, I guess. We go in the bathroom, y'all. And this is no embarrassment to him, but he already been embarrassed because this page for their school, little tease page, exposing page that they had for their school, girl, they was telling all the tea on him. They were telling all the tea on Pretty Boy, and I was just like, damn, that's a shame, but we already knew. And so, yeah, she tell me, get this, just a kicker. She told me he had red bumps on his pee-pee. I was like, excuse me? She was like, yeah, he gave me head. Wait, no, that's another part of it. I'm skipping too far ahead. She was like, yeah, he got red bumps on his pee-pee. I was like, okay. I was like, okay. Okay. So I was just like, I didn't know what to say because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, y'all was up there for a little bit, so what was y'all doing up there? She was just like, oh, we were just touching on each other and kissing. I was like, okay. So you touched it, is what you're telling me. You touched the red bumps, okay. So she was like, I don't know if those are razor bumps or nothing. Girl, when women shave, do they get red razor bumps? When men shave, do they get red razor bumps? No, it doesn't matter the skin tone of their color. Like, they're not gonna be red bumps unless he got something, sweetie. Ew. So she was like, no, we didn't do anything. Like I said, she said they were just touching and kissing. I was like, okay, whatever. So we come back out, right, and then it's like an awkward silence. We all just looking at each other. We all just looking at each other like we some retards, like some dumb deers in headlights. So I'm like, okay, so I think we had put on another movie, or we was just whatever. I forgot what we was doing, and I think we had put on another movie. I'm not sure, but we gonna say we did. And so I don't know what she whispered in his ear, but like I told her in the bathroom, I was like, you're grown, so you can make your own choice. If you want to do it, whatever, feel free, blah, blah, blah. I was like, do whatever you want to do, baby. You grown. I'm not gonna no longer tell you what to do. I'm not gonna no longer tell you to help you, nothing. So I don't know what she whispered in his ear, but let's just say whatever she said, they decided to go back upstairs. Whatever. You just told me he had red bumps on his dick. That would have made me want to leave. But that made you want to go back upstairs. So, whatever. So, me and the Wattwaller still sitting down there. He trying to flirt. I wasn't with it. We started hearing the bed upstairs squeak and move and stuff. And you know what had clicked in my head? The second time they went up there, I'm like, his little sister upstairs. His little sister is literally upstairs. Nobody cares. Nobody thinks of that. Nobody. Okay, whatever. Okay, cool. So, you know, I don't know what they was doing. She said, I'm gonna tell y'all what she said later. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. I just hear the bed moving. Usually people would think that means people, you know, having sex, they getting it in. But now sometimes that can just, whatever. It means whatever. So yeah, so they come back down like in like 20 minutes again. So I'm like, damn. He a quicker? He a quick boy. He quick. So I'm just like, all right. Okay, whatever. So they come back, sit down on the couch. Meanwhile, me and the boys, we like chatting it up. We was chatting it up. He was trying to get a little too cozy, but I wasn't going for that because he wasn't my type. And it was just awkward because I'm like, you trying to flirt with me, and I don't want that, and I feel embarrassed because I don't want to tell you like, oh, like you're not my type, because I don't want to be rude. So I'm just gonna be nice to talk to you. So we just talking, like I said, they came back down. They sit down on the couch, and we did the same thing we did the first time. Just staring at each other. So I'm like, okay. And I kind of gave her like the signal, like I'm ready to go. So she was like, you ready to go? I was like, yeah. I was ready to jet, bro. I was ready to jet. So, you know, we get up, we leave. We walk in, right? Again, we had to call out on Uber. So we walk in and, wait, no, did he call an Uber or did she call? I don't remember. But I know it was an Uber call. And so we walk in up to the front to wait for the Uber. And y'all, the shit she was telling me had me like, what and why and how am I your friend? She told me he gave her, you know, some licky lick. And in return, she gave him some licky lick. And I'm like, wow! Didn't you just tell me this boy has red bumps on his pee-pee? And you gonna get him some licky lick? In my head, I'm like, this can't be true. Like, she lying. She was dead serious. I was like, why? She was like, because I would have, like, he was looking kind of sad or something because I wasn't giving him nothing, so I just decided to give him that and do that. I was like, you just told me he had bumps on his pee-pee. I wouldn't have cared, boy. First of all, if I seen that you had bumps on your pee-pee when we first went up there, I wouldn't have went up there. First of all, I wouldn't have went up the second time. But if I was dumb enough to go up there a second time, I wouldn't have let you lick me. We would have had a conversation. I'd have been like, what are these bumps? You wouldn't have touched me. You wouldn't have kissed me. You wouldn't have licked me. None of that. She, and part of me feels like she was doing that stuff to make him happy. Not to make him happy, but to make him like stay around. Because the man kept asking her to come over, and then you come over and I give him that. So, and I feel like in her head, she felt like if she didn't do anything for him, he would have moved on to the next. Even though he was already kind of, you know. But anyway, so I was just like, yeah, that's nasty, whatever. And yeah, my bad. In my head, I'm thinking that's nasty. Whatever. So she talking to me, telling me, oh, and yeah, it was like small. She was like, it was like this. It was like this. And like that. I was like the shape of a gear shift. Or like the emergency brake. I was like, what, half of an emergency brake? I was like, I'm kind of glad I ain't trying to talk to him because I would have been disappointed. I would have been disappointed. You was doing all that hooping and hollering. Oh, she mad because you with me. Da 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 da. But you pulled the short stick, honey. You pulled the short stick, baby. Because apparently what he got ain't it. So you told him that for what? Now you mad. Now you complaining about it. And then she didn't go over. She said she didn't go over his office after that because I knew I wasn't about to go back over there. But she never went back over there. Don't care anymore, you know. But she that's what she said when we were friends. And I was just like, wow. But y'all, like let me tell y'all, it happened like 2 days later, like 2 or 3 days. I forgot how long it was after we had went over Pretty Boy house. Tell me why. She was like, when I got home, girl, I squirted out my mouth. And I'm like, girl, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. Like, that's what I said. Like, I was like, if you got it, you got it. In my head, I was laughing. Because I'm like, you dumb for seeing the bumps the first time and deciding to go back upstairs again with him a second time and licky. So you dumb, but that's your fault. You're trying to keep him around and now you're scared that you have a STD. Your fault. So her fault. So it's just like, part of me, like I said, part of me felt like she was trying to keep him around by doing stuff for him. Because even like you said you didn't want to do anything. Okay, let it be that. He gave some licky lick. Okay. And if I don't want to give you nothing back, I don't have to give you nothing back. Get that bread, get that head, then leave. Peace out. I ain't gotta give you nothing back. Bye. Like, but I felt like she was obligated to do it. Girl, I just whatever. That's her. After that, when I was going up to their school and stuff, I never looked at him the same. I still follow him on Instagram, and I still would never look at him the same, because that disgusted me and it made me laugh. The red bumps was disgusting to me, and the small pee-pee was a kiki. That was funny. So, no, one of my things fell out. Oh my god, no. But yeah, so that was my little mukbang story time, my story time mukbang. So yeah, y'all, you know, let's get into this intro. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your uncle, tell your auntie, tell your nieces, tell your nephew, tell your cousins about who? About delicious, bodacious candy, baby. And that's the end of this motherfucking video. Peace.
Switching up positions for you.